the Fantasy Football Show with your host, Smitty.
Top 5 running back. You're watching the Fantasy Football Show.
Smitty.
Take a laugh.
Yo, welcome to the show. My name is Smitty. You're watching the Fantasy Football Show. Happy New Year to everybody in New York and almost in Central Time, I believe. I'm at 10:47 p.m. my time, so it's not quite the New Year yet, but for a lot of you, Happy New Year. Let's go. It's a new year to me, essentially, because everything I do is Eastern time. I base everything on Eastern time. We need to talk a little Week 17 fantasy football, don't we? We need to talk about some of the players that are potentially not going to play, some of the people on the 19 list, some of your start bench questions. We hit 10K in 2021. It's a new year. It's 2022, and we're going to shoot for 25K this year. At the end of this year, we're not settling for this slow climb. We're going to take over the industry right from the jump here in 2022. So get ready, buckle up, get your popcorn ready. If you're new, hit subscribe, smash the like button, and comment away. And make sure if you're watching right now, you hit that like button, help your boy Smitty. Don't make me ask you 8 times during the show to wipe your feet and hit the thumbs up. Just do it now. You just jumped in, hit the button. Let's start it off with, the 50 or 100 people that'll file in here. Just punch it. Let's do it. Happy New Year. Let's go. What do you got for me? Mooney Gage. Jose Pena is asking a question right off the bat. Jose first in the building too. Then it was MSK. Then it was Sebastian. Then Rob. Then Martin. Then Ram was in here next. And then Matt. What's up, Matt? And then Brian. What's up? Gage or Mooney? I mean, I'd be lying if I said this was an easy call. This felt like an easy call. I'd probably say I lean. I don't know what I lean. Let's pull up Gage's stats from last week, because to be honest with you, I don't remember exactly what his line was, and I want to make sure I'm researching this properly, Jose, before I answer this question. Gage had what last week? He had 39 yards on 4 catches and 0 touchdowns. Week before that, 8 catches for 91 and a score. Week before that, 4 for 64, 0 tutties. Week number 13 against the Bucks, he had 11 catches for 130 and 0 tutties. So he's not like scoring a lot of touchdowns. I think he's got 3 on the year, but his last 4 games are as follows: 130, 64, 91, 39. If we take a look at Mooney, and I think there's something to the consistency, looking at the average, because you're looking at what's going on with the offense right now. Is it going to repeat for a couple weeks? Is there a pattern to recognize here? Mooney did have back in week 11, 121 and a score, 123. He was looking amazing. Then he had 27, 19, 63. This is yardage. And 57. So 27, 19, 63, 57. No touchdowns. Hasn't been doing much at all. Quarterback rotation constantly. This man needs Fields. Who knows what's going on with this quarterback situation walking into the remainder of these last 2 games and this week. Fields, to my recollection, is questionable for this game. Dalton is expected to start. I mean, Mooney loves Fields. So this is a pretty easy call for me. It's a logical call. I'm using logic to this, not my heart, which wants to say Mooney. Logic says go Gage. He's playing better. He doesn't have the revolving quarterback situation going on. Go Gage. Go Gage. Pretty easy call. Safe call. I like it. Antonio Brown can miss these Sunday. Why? Antonio Brown is questionable to doubtful, right? Antonio Brown. Let's pull up AB. See if AB's even got a shot at playing. AB is a game time call. It's a 50-50. Game time means 50-50. It's a true game time designation. 50-50. I would say I probably think that he may play but you can't chance it if you've got like a better option and like he goes into this thing like kind of hampered, because what if he's banged up? What if he's on a snap count? He's been hurt earlier this year. So if you've got a solid option, I go with the solid option over AB. But if your option's garbage anyway, then roll the dice, if you know what I mean. So it kind of comes down to what your alternative is. Happy New Year to you, Mealy. Happy New Year to you, Brian. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Took care of that question. Packers D or Saints D. This is down to the wire now, because you got the Packers going up against a really juicy quarterback situation, and the Saints are like a top 3 or 4 defensive play anyway. So you're looking at probably the 3 and 4 overall options for this week. If I had to like rank them off the top of my head, I would say, yeah, you're looking at the number 3 and number 4. Now, which one's 3, which one's 4? I suppose the Saints matchup is a pretty juicy one in New Orleans, but I don't know. Green Bay was kind of tempting anyway, and now that Cousins is out, assuming that holds true and there's not some kind of weird miracle rebound there, I would probably say Green Bay. But that's tough. I mean, that's really, really tough. I'd probably say Green Bay. Eagles or Bears, I'd probably say those are 2 very, very tough ones. I know it's tempting to go Chicago because they're at home playing the Giants, but they are the Bears. They are the Giants, but they are the Bears. I mean, I probably would rather have Philly. I'm just thinking for a second here. I'd probably go... Yeah, Philly, even though they're on the road, I'd probably go Philly, bro. But you can't go wrong on any of these. I mean, they're all very, very close. Blackbeard, what's up? Hey, Blackbeard, I want to make an announcement here. Blackbeard is the winner. Remember, we're giving away one of these amazing rings. Blackbeard is the winner from the giveaway. He won this bad boy. He can actually choose his style, but he won one of these like $150 to $300 rings that I'm giving away here, courtesy of Custom Fantasy Rings. Let me show you the box. Custom Fantasy Rings. Go follow them on Instagram, Custom Fantasy Rings. And I have a story post on this where we were giving it away, and you had to comment. You had to, tag 3 friends or just leave a comment and lure people into the conversation there. And Blackbeard was our winner. Congrats, Blackbeard. Please DM the fellas. Let's go. Which one are you gonna pick, Blackbeard? And are you gonna put Beard? You can put Beard as the name. I don't know. I mean, this sucker's amazing. This thing is heavy. It's meant to feel and look like a real Super Bowl ring. It's not a $39 trophy ring. This is like a piece of jewelry. It's about $150 to $300. So appreciate our guys over at Custom Fantasy Rings, and appreciate you all for entering the contest. And we're not done. Guess who gets one of these? The winner of Door League 2, who will be announced at the end of this week, right after the Monday night game. We will have a winner, and then we'll be giving away, and I'll be showing you guys all this again. The winner of Door League 2 is going to get one of these huge pieces of jewelry, and then, of course, the winner of Door League 1 at the end of this week will get that DK Metcalf jersey. So get ready. And then we're doing Wall League. We're doing Wall League starting now. I mean, really, Wall League, or it'll be Fireplace League or Board League. I don't know what we're going to call it yet. We got to find out where we're going to write the names. Terry Roberts is the only one that's in it so far, but we'll get there. Okay, we'll get there. $20 super chats will get on this list. 96 teams we'll have 96 people in the league. So if you super chat at 20 spot, that gets you a spot. And you gotta link up with me after. But if you drop the $20 super chat at any point from now moving forward until we fill the spots up, you will get a spot in the Wall League or Fireplace League, whatever we call it. This time it's going to be one league. It's going to be one league, 96 people in one draft in one league. We're not doing this multiple thing like we did last year. It was a mess. It was a mess. This time it'll all be open, transparent, up. We can pull up the standings, and it'll all be one division of 96 teams fighting it out for total points through week 17's end. The winner We'll have a lot of prizes. The winner of that league is going to get probably one of these as well. So get ready for that, okay? Get ready for that. Where are we at? Blackbeard, appreciate you, pal. Nick, thanks for being here. What's up, Llama? Happy New Year, Noah. That ring would fit on 3 of my fingers, says Mealy. I'd love to be in that league. So yeah, 96 people are going to get in. First come, first serve. So we're going to kick that off here. Probably talk about it more as the week unfolds. News. Let's go over the news right now and see if there's anybody popping up on the news wire for this upcoming week 17. Everything that's been going on. Such a crazy week, just like last week and the week before. We got Cortland Sutton. Illness is listed as questionable for week 17. We'll find out if that's the 19 or not. We don't know. Zach Ertz was not given an injury designation. So fire up Zach Ertz in week 17. Chase Edmonds was not given an injury designation. So fire up Chase Edmonds if you got him, unless you've got really good options, then you might have to weigh that out. Javonte Williams is listed as questionable for week 17 against the Chargers, as is Melvin Gordon. I think both will probably play. Elijah Mitchell is questionable for week 17, but it sounds like he's going to play. We're going to play Elijah as much as he can handle. To me, that sounds like, okay, if you've got Mitchell, you kind of got to play him, unless your options are amazing. Because I don't think they'll play him and give him 10 carries. I think if they're going to play Mitchell, they're probably going to give him like a 12 to 15 carry workload at the very minimum. If Trey Lance is starting, they definitely want him back there doing good things so the offense can move the football down the field. I think if Trey Lance is there, they want this thing to, not that they're going to force Mitchell to play when he's not ready, but I think if they were wavering and they would have held him back, they may be like, okay, let's let him go if he feels he's comfortable to go versus making that call for him, because I think Mitchell wants to be out there with Trey. These two guys are going to be electric together. And I it's funny because I did picture them starting side by side at some point during this year. I just didn't think it would be the final fantasy football week. I thought we'd see it earlier. I mean, Shanahan's been dragging his feet on this for months. Trey should have started week 1. I don't care what anybody says. Like, everybody can have their opinion. My opinion, my show, my opinion is Trey Lance should have started week 1. The Niners would have won more games with Trey Lance under center than they would have won sum total of Trey coming in now and what we got for weeks 1 through 16. It would have been at least a game or two more, and Trey would have been well-oiled, ready to go, firing on all cylinders. Now, I still don't think it's that big of a deal because Trey's going to look good anyway. Trey's going to come out. This is an explosive offense. Now, they're not a horrible producing offense, sum total. Like, they're ranking up there, but they should be 1 or 2. With Kittle being the number 1 or number 2 tight end, with Debo being essentially the 1 or 2 or 3 overall wide receiver, and with Ayuk and with the run game, like, this offense should be like the number 1 offense in the league in terms of output and production. Like, that's how talented the supporting cast is, but they haven't had the quarterback. They've had a quarterback that's been holding the offense down. It's limiting the offense from doing what they could do. I can't wait for Lance to get unleashed. I don't care if he makes mistakes here or there. He should overcome them. He will look very good in terms of fantasy production. He could have 3 total TDs in this game against the Texans. I firmly believe that Lance will look good. Defense will be spread out. A lot of weapons to keep Lance from having to make mistakes or overextending himself. He's not going to be asked to carry the team or do everything. He's going to be able to go out there and comfortably decide what to do. And he's such a good, smart kid and decisive with a good cannon of an arm he does not get credit for because people think he's a running quarterback only. He's a gimmick quarterback because Shanahan only put him in those positions. Am I worried about Shanahan putting him in those positions this week? A little bit, but I think Trey's going to be unleashed. He'll have that passing ability unlocked, the ability to pass, being a part of the entire offensive game plan instead of just design runs. He will run, but he's great at running. He's great at improvising, and I think that improvising is what's going to keep the Niners from I think, falling victim to a mistake or two from him. He's going to overcome any mistake that he ends up making and the Niners are going to look explosive. They're going to look a lot different. This offense is going to be lifted up a whole nother level, even though they already have Kittle and Debo going off. Like, this is going to be a whole nother level. It's going to be the quarterback trying to play up to the level of the tight end and wide receiver. It's going to be Trey Lance playing on the same level, which is going to elevate everything. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. And if Mitchell can be out there, I'm for it. I feel like it needs to happen for this to be as smooth as I predict it could be. Hollywood Brown questionable for Week 17, battling a non-19 list illness. His availability against Los Angeles is truly up in the air. So, yeah, he's 50-50. Lamar is questionable for Week 17. He's more questionable than Hollywood. Like, I think everyone's saying that we're probably going to see Tyler Huntley start this game. And to be honest, who feels it's a mistake? I mean, Tyler Hunt, like, I get it. You know, Lamar needs to be given the benefit of the doubt. Lamar has played pretty well all year, but he hasn't been playing well lately, and Tyler Huntley has. So, you know, if you're the Ravens, you might be like, okay, why don't you rest another game, Lamar? Let's roll Tyler Huntley out there again. See if he can do what he did last start in this game. I think he could. And I'm ready. I'm ready to see Huntley go out there, and I'm tempted to say Huntley over a lot of, you know, pretty decent quarterback options for Week 17. Like, I feel like it's a good gamble to take. It's a fun gamble to take. It's a gamble I wouldn't regret if I took it. You know, if I started him over, not Burrow, not Herbert, not Mahomes, not Josh Allen. I'm not talking the top 5 guys, but if you're sitting around quarterback 7-8 and you've got Huntley and you need a spark, I mean, I'm not against it. I won't hit that take a lap button, I'll tell you that. I would Smitty approve. I would do this.
You've just been Smitty approved.
I mean, I'll hit that button if we're talking about like a 6, 7, 8 quarterback play over, you know, sitting that player in favor of Huntley. I'm okay with that. Am I sitting Burrow? No. Am I sitting Tua Rubio? Yes, I'm sitting Tua for Huntley. So I like him. He looks good, and he's playing like fearless right now, whereas Lamar's probably, you know, he's got Huntley over his shoulder. He's doing a lot of what he did last year, where he fell apart at the end of the, you know, or at the beginning of the year last year, and then turned it on at the end. It's the reverse. It feels like he's kind of falling apart here at the end of the year. Look, when are we going to admit that Lamar Jackson is vulnerable any given season? You know, he is. He was non-existent the first half of 2021, and then he went on a tear and turned it around and had a really great finish. But he was benchable for the first half of last season. And then here in 2021, that was 2020. In 2021, Lamar Jackson has been great. And then now he's like, you're worried about him. You know, if you're starting Lamar Jackson this week, if he was playing, you're worried. You're not confident. You're worried. Admit it. You're worried about whether he's going to show up or not. And it's one of those things where he may not show up, and then the next week in week, you know, 18, when it won't matter, he does well. I just hope Huntley goes out there and they let Lamar get fully healthy. Kyler Murray or Huntley, that is a tough one. That is a tough one. Like, part of me wants to say we should all be taking a lap for benching Kyler when he's so capable, but Kyler hasn't been playing well. Kyler, like Lamar, hasn't been playing well. And Kyler, like Lamar, we haven't figured out fully why or seen the resolution to it yet, the bounce back to it yet. So do I start Huntley over Kyler? I'll tell you this. I don't know that I fully would commit to that yet. I think we got some time. We got tonight's live and then tomorrow night's midnight live. We gotta wait. We gotta wait. But is it something I'm contemplating until kickoff? Yeah. And is it news dependent? Yeah. If there's a lot of, if Hollywood Brown's back and then, you know, Lamar's for sure ruled out, and then, you know, Huntley's getting his reps and you feel good about it and there's good, then I'm starting to think about it. Okay. If Kyler had Hopkins and was playing well, no. But like right now, it's tempting. It's tempting because we haven't had the Kyler Murray downfall resolved yet, so it worries me. It worries me. I'm not saying yes to it. I'm just saying it worries me. Championship says Henry need to start a wide receiver flex. My choices are. We got a super chat up here. Snake. Let me answer this one real quick because it came in first. Risky decision in championship game, Trey or Russell Wilson. Snakey, there's no way around this, man. I can't give you a rock solid answer because if I had this situation in 2 side-by-side leagues, I would go Wilson in one and Trey in the other. That goes to show how close it is and how much upside Trey has, but a little bit more risk. How Russell Wilson at any moment could come back and be a top 5 quarterback play at any given moment. I'm going to say, I'm tempted to go Russell Wilson if you need safety. If you're not, I need a home run to win this game. If you need a home run to win this game, I would go Trey Lance. But let's answer that one tomorrow night, too. But for now, I would say if you can afford the risk, I don't hate it. Zinski, did I answer your question, pal? Zinski, you still here? Hurts, Burrow, Lance, 6 points. My opponent has Debo. I'm going to go Burrow. You're not benching Burrow, buddy boy. I like Lance. I'm starting Lance over a lot of good quarterbacks, but Burrow is a great quarterback. Burrow is a top 4 quarterback play every week. I'm not benching Burrow and getting cute. And this would be the definition of getting cute. And it can work. It can work out when you're playing with the right pieces, but don't be playing with the Burrow piece. Put that piece on the board. Walk away from the table. You don't need to be messing with that. You don't want to mess with that. Henry, pick 2. Need to start a wide receiver flex for my... Okay, St. Brown. Brandon Cooks, Devontae Smith, Sony Michel. Easy call. Sony Michel and St. Brown. Walk away from the table. I mean, why would you consider the other options? I think. I mean, Carter's intriguing, but he's not a lock. St. Brown's been a lock. Huntley or Hill, give me Huntley. If he's playing, especially if Hollywood's in there. If Hollywood's out, it's more questionable, but I'm still going Huntley. We saw what he did. We know what he's capable of doing. Saints worry me a little bit. I also have Monty and Rojo. Who do you flex? I'd probably say Rojo's higher upside, but more risk. Monty's potentially more stale, but could get you, that 100-yard and a touchdown game. He still could do that. I worry about the changing of quarterbacks constantly. How can you do well as a running back consistently? I'm not saying Monty won't drop 100 and a touchdown. I just said that. But how can you do well consistency-wise as a running back when your quarterbacks are coming in and out? And then you put the other quarterback in, and the old quarterback back in, and the new quarterback comes in, and then the rookie. It's like constant rotation. Monty can't be doing well in that scenario. Then again, they might lean on him and give him a bunch of work, and he could do very, very well. So, I'm tempted to say, Monty to be safe, but it's totally understandable if you wanted to go Rojo, because Rojo's got a really nice matchup, and a lot of people like Rojo this week. Rojo is a very, very sneaky good start. He just comes with, I think, a bit more risk than people are suggesting. I think this guy has the potential to crap the bed. He also has the potential to have 100 yards and a touchdown. But he has the potential to crap the bed because this guy fumbles. He hasn't fully earned the trust of that coaching staff. He's clearly risky. He's a risky option. But I think that Monty is too. So you're in a pretty similar situation with these guys. And I think I probably lean Rojo for now. But I say it with a lot of hesitancy because he worries the heck out of me, bro. He worries the heck out of me. I feel like trusting Rojo right now feels like an awful idea. I wish you had a Sony Michel. Sony Michel would have been a much better alternative, and it would have made me say Sony. Don't even think about it. I'm crazy for thinking of benching Hollywood for Gabe Davis. If Hollywood plays, I play Hollywood. But that might be decided for you because Hollywood's questionable. But I'd play Hollywood. Monty safe. Rojo's higher upside but more risk. Hollywood over Gabe. And I appreciate you, Cody, for the super chat and everything you do, pal. Hit the thumbs up. Appreciate all of you. Super chat from Trojan. Help me win, GOAT. LOL. PPR 4 wide receiver 2 slot. Antonio Brown or Keenan Allen. Give me Keenan Allen because Antonio Brown's banged up and questionable anyway. And I don't like that he's hurt. So give me Keenan Allen. And Keenan Allen's been playing well. Easy, logical call, pal. Need 2 running backs in a flex. Eckler, Swift, Mitchell, Michelle, Penny, Javonte, Rojo, Keenan Allen, or Brown. I don't know if that's Antonio Brown or AJ Brown. I assume it's Antonio Brown from the question above. Need 2 running backs in a flex. Okay, so I don't know if this is the same team. So Keenan Allen for your wide receiver 2. And if this is the same team, then your 2 running backs in a flex are Eckler. Oh God, Eckler, Swift, and Sony. I think Eckler, Swift, and Sony. If you're not using Keenan Allen in this situation, and these are 2 separate leagues or something, you have a dilemma on your hands to go Eckler, Sony, and Swift, and then swap out Swift or Sony with Keenan. And I don't know that you can really go wrong, and I don't know that I'm feeling it a certain way enough to say that those guys are that much different. I think they're all pretty safe. PPR maybe lean Keenan over Swift until Swift, proves himself. But I think I answered that properly. I'm not sure, but I think I answered it enough ways that you know what I mean. Thank you for the super chat. Smitty, Mike Williams, or Lockett. Lockett's safer, bro. Lockett's safer. Plain and simple. Eckler, Sony, Michelle, Keenan Allen. I think he's answering the question. Full PPR, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and a flex. Kamara, don't sit Kamara. I know it's tempting to be frustrated, but Kamara and Sony are your running back 1 and 2. Higgins and Adams are your wide receiver 1 and 2. And your flex is between Rojo and Waddle and Pittman and Gordon. Rojo, Waddle, Pittman, and Gordon. I'm probably going to go Waddle if it's PPR, which it is. Very tempted to go Rojo, but I kind of feel like Waddle's a tiny bit safer in PPR. Also, Stafford or Burrow. I'm not sitting Burrow. I don't blame you. You're not taking laps or anything if you're starting Stafford over Burrow, but I'm not sitting Burrow. I'm not doing it. Same league. Okay, Trojan, then I think I hit it properly. Yeah, awesome. Gary, what's up, pal? Dribble, what's going on, Dribble? Ronald Jones or Sony? Give me Sony. You're not crazy to go either, but give me Sony. Well, it's not my money league, so I wanted to take the risk, says Robert, talking about something else. You guys are helping each other in the chat. Thank you very much. Let's see what Robert's question is. I want to help Robert out. Robert's my guy. Starting Lance in a championship week over Burrow. That's probably what everyone's talking about. I probably couldn't do that, Robert, but I'm not making you take a lap at all. But Burrow proved himself. He's not coming off a bad game, you know what I mean? It'd be one thing if Burrow struggled and I'm like, Robert, hold off another week and do it. This is Burrow coming off a monster game. And I think it's going to be hard to trust your gut. I love Lance, but will you be more okay with the outcome if you get it wrong with Burrow in your lineup or Lance? Because if Burrow goes nuts and Lance craps the bed, you're just going to be pissed. If Burrow craps the bed and Lance does well, you'll probably be mad because we all talked you out of this. But, I don't know if you're going to be as mad at the whole, situation. But Robert, please trust your gut. I'm only here to, try and sway you from one side of the fence to the other if you're on the fence about something. I really want to say Lance, too. So if I'm saying that means I like him a lot this week. So trust your gut. Don't let us change your mind, bro. Don't let us change your mind. Trust thy gut. Zinski still in the building. Thank you, Zinski, for the second super chat. Need 2 Zeke, DK, Sony. Give me Sony locked and loaded. Give me... God, DK and Zeke are both kind of disappointments. Zeke feels like he's getting healthier. DK just is so hard to trust right now. And he's kind of banged up too. Although it's really hard to sit him. What do you guys think in the chat? Zeke or DK? Help out Zinski. 0.5 PPR, Zeke or DK. If it was PPR, it'd be more like 50-50 because it's 0.5. I lean a little bit Zeke. So give me Zeke and Sony. But that's me. Let's see what the chat says about it. Happy New Year, pick two. Happy New Year, Cameron. And I appreciate all your super chats and everything you do, bro. Your support's amazing. Happy New Year, pick two. Terry McLaurin, KJ Osborne, St. Brown, also Javonte or Penny. Can't wait for the 2022 content. Guess what? I've got the first player spotlight already up for 2022. It's locked down to 2022 content memberships, just so you know. The weekly rankings and any 2021 article, meaning like anything relative and related to like week 18, is going to be open to everybody. So don't worry about that. But the most I got the number one rookie running back right up. This is my number one rookie running back for 2022. The spotlight is up for that player with video clips and talking about how I think this player is going to be pretty darn good. And so go check it out on sleeperu.com. Where can you find my number one 2022 rookie running back write up, where I rank the number one rookie running back prospect and I talk all about him? Number 2 is going to be next. Number 3 is going to be next. Then I'll do a top 10 ranking article to summarize it all. But the running back, the number one rookie running back article is up. Where?
Want bold year-round rankings, trade calculators, and bold predictions? Get on over to sleeperu.com.
That's where you can find it. And my answer to this question, pick 2, it has to be pick 2, Terry Osborne, St. Brown. It has to be St. Brown and probably Osborne. But if you want to go high upside, high risk, go Terry McLaurin. But he failed last week. He's just so good. He just has a crappy situation. But Osborne's pretty safe. Penny's safe too. You could go Penny and St. Brown. That's pretty darn safe. What do you guys think? Penny and St. Brown, or St. Brown and Osborne in this situation right here for Cameron? Let's help out Cameron. Vote in the chat. What are you thinking here? Zeke it is, says Zinski. Yeah, you got a lot of Zeke votes on that one. I love the community, man. You guys vote, you help out. This community is awesome. Our YouTube circle is amazing. By the way, I'm probably only going to go like 40 minutes tonight, 45 minutes tonight, because it's New Year's, and I know a lot of you want to get out of here. We got a little bit lower view count this tonight because everybody's out partying, and I got to get to cranking on the content anyway. Like, as soon as I end this live, guess what I'm doing for the next 2 or 3 hours? I'm cranking out content for you guys on sleeperu.com. That means tonight you're going to see more content drop. I've got the first bold prediction for 2022 up on sleeperu.com. The first bold prediction for 2022 is up, and the first rookie running back spotlight article is up, and it's my number one overall pick for 2022 rookie drafts and my number one overall running back, and it's up on sleeperu.com, so learn about it. Smitty, happy new year, you real dude. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. We're taking things to the next level here on sleeperu.com and the Fantasy Football Show here on YouTube. We're taking things to the next level. People won't know what hit them. Nobody's going to outwork me in fantasy football. No one does, but no one's outworking me in 2022. I can guarantee that. No one's going to be doing what we're doing. And it's going to be in both places. The YouTube channel, actually all three. YouTube channel, Spotify. Make sure you're going to my, do I have a Spotify? I think I have a Spotify. Where is that? I thought I had a Spotify. I got to get that on here. It's a Spotify promo. Shoot. I thought I had it. But get on over to my Spotify. Go to smitty1.com and you can click on the Spotify link right away. It's right in front of your face right when you get to smitty1.com. But I'm going to have exclusive, not taking a single thing away from YouTube. We're dialing up YouTube content more than you've ever seen in your life. No one's going to outwork me on YouTube, but no one's going to outwork me on Spotify either. There's going to be a lot of YouTube shows on Spotify, so you can catch them on Spotify if you want to listen to them. But I'm going to have a lot of exclusive exclusive Spotify only content drop on Spotify on the video show. Your man Smitty's one of the only video shows on Spotify. That's right, every single Spotify show I have up is a video show. You can listen to them as well. They're dual purpose, audio and video. You don't have to watch them. But we are one of the very first video shows on Spotify, period, let alone fantasy or sports. There's like Joe Rogan, and then there's like us and a couple others that I can't even find. Like, literally search. You will find the Fantasy Football Show and Joe Rogan and maybe a few others. We are dropping video shows every day pretty much on Spotify, and a lot of them will be exclusive. So 3 places we're blowing up in 2022. The YouTube channel right here where you're watching right now, or Twitter you might be watching on Twitter or on LinkedIn or on Twitchy. We'll be blowing up on the YouTube channel. We'll be blowing up on sleeperu.com. Get your lifetime membership so you don't have to pay again for content. And on Spotify, we're blowing it all up. We're doing it live. Let's go. Fireworks going off 11:22 p.m. my time. Happy New Year Central. Happy New Year East Coast, and in my time, Arizona time, and then of course California time is even an hour behind. It's 10:23 Cali time. We will have a good New Year very soon as well. Let's do speed round. Chubb, Najee, Jacobs, Damian Harris. God, this is long. Bench Chubb. What? Najee, Jake. I don't understand this. You're gonna have to rephrase it. Make it shorter. I don't even know what I'm looking at there. Kamara or Sony Michel. I mean, I love Sony's a league winner this week, but you got to find a way to play both. Don't attack your running back 1, which is where Kamara is sitting. Attack your running back 2 or flex. Don't go after Kamara. Leave Kamara in there. You need to replace somebody else. So ask again in another way. G Money in the house. G Money, I want to thank you for all you do, all the donations you do to the show. We're blowing up in 2022, and partly because of people like you, my man. So I appreciate you. Happy New Year, says G Money. Have to choose Michelle, Jamar Chase, and Swift to fill a running back spot and a wide receiver flex spot. Who do you go with? Jamar Chase, lock him in. And then I go with Michelle, but you're not crazy to go Swift over Michelle. All 3 of them are like neck and neck. Like if I did an overall ranking, and I imagine it's on my overall rankings right now, I'd probably have them all like 1, 2, like not 2, 1, 2, 3. I'd have them all like, if it was overall like 10, 11, 12 or whatever, wherever they would rank. These are all very good starts. Like Swift is a crafty start. They want to feed him a ton. They've gone on record, coaching staff's gone on record saying they want to give him as much as he can handle. Like they want to get him out there and working good. I love Swift this week. I think Michelle feels safer. Chase feels safer. Swift is coming back from injury, so I worry a little bit more about him. And the Lions are not an amazing offense that's going to be in scoring position as much as the Bengals and the Rams. So if we're playing a probability game, G Money, don't you think that Swift will be in less of a position to score a lesser amount of times in those positions than Chase and Michelle? I would say yes. I think the Rams offense and the Bengals offense will be in scoring position, more mixed with the injury. Feels logical to say Michelle and Chase and not really regret your decision later on if it doesn't work out. It's a logical move in my opinion, G Money. I think it's playing it smart and safe. And I'm not all about safe. I like high risk all the time, but when you're breaking it down like near even Steven, 3 players that are ranking right next to each other, there's just more risk and things to say, hey, I'll go with the other 2 for right now. That's my take anyway. Assuming Connor sits, I have to decide at flex Michael Carter or Michael Carter he's playing the Bucks, right? You can't do that. That's the Bucks D, bro. No. That's like 20 or 30 yard game. Dare is probably your safest bet. They're not good options, but Dare is a better shot. He just is. Sony Michel or Ronald Jones. Give me Sony Michel. Taylor and Mixon are your running back 1 and 2. You've got a nice little running back stable there. Your running back room is on point, Nichols. I would go Sony Michel and Taylor and Mixon, and I wouldn't really even think twice. I like Ronald Jones, but Michel and Ronald Jones are very, very safe. Carter is going to catch more passes. He could. I mean, he could definitely be utilized in the passing game as they try and work their way back into this game because Tampa Bay will surely be up by a lot of points. You would think anything can happen. Jets could win the game. Like this is the way football is. NFL football is crazy. But I just, I don't think like you're banking on no rushing, right? And then the right amount of passing needs to go Carter's way, and he needs to deliver on it. He needs to catch the football. He needs to have good passes delivered to him. That's a lot to worry about. Dare at least feels like, what do you have, 17 carries last week? He feels like the volume should be there. It is a tough matchup as well. I can't start Carter, but that's me. Trust your gut. Berrios or Ayuk? Give me Ayuk this week. Super chat. Thank you, pal. Appreciate you, 44. Need a tight end for the championship, Freiermuth or Henry or Moreau. Does anybody not trust Freiermuth coming back from, what was it, the concussion? And was he also on the 19? I'm blanking a little bit. Freiermuth. Let's see. Freiermuth, concussion, full participant in Friday's practice. Still working his way out of the league's concussion protocol. Has opened the week with a full participation back-to-back. He's expected to be activated ahead of Monday night's game. Yeah, I mean, it's a little risky that you might want to take a look at the backup tight end option. Who's the backup tight end in Pittsburgh? Isn't it Ebron? But he's on IR, right? So, I mean, Gentry? Is it Gentry? I mean, you might have to resort to a emergency situation on Monday night, and then you'd have to have an available spot. But since it's championship week, you could literally, if it's a redraft, you could cut Freiermuth, and it's not going to affect anything if it's the last week. I'm just saying you have a little bit of a risk. You got to understand that Freiermuth could potentially not go or something, but I probably play him. He's just better. He's better than those other options. Hunter Henry's safer. So if you want safety and you don't need to take any risks at all, and you're like, I just need to coast in, then you probably want to go with Hunter Henry. But make sure he's going to go. Elijah Mitchell or Braxton Berrios. If Mitchell's playing, and he most certainly looks like he is now, you're going Mitchell. Berrios is interesting. He's fun, but you're going Mitchell, especially in half PPR. 10 points per return yards. Oh. I should continue reading the question, shouldn't I? Oh my God. Do me a favor, Sonny. What did Berrios score last week in this format? Because this format's a little tricky. And tell me the last 2 weeks, Sonny. What were his scores, fantasy production wise? Like, what were his fantasy points for week 17 or week 16 and 15? I want both of them, and then I can give you a better answer. I should have kept reading on that, Sonny. That's a tough one. That's really tough. Lance or Big Ben? I probably go Lance, bro. I go Lance. Tampa Bay, New Orleans, Chicago, San Fran. Give me Tampa. And Tampa plays the Jets, bro. Give me Tampa. Give me New Orleans. Give me in that exact order. I like San Fran a little bit, but Chicago still might be a little bit better play. I could go San Fran over Chicago though. That wouldn't be crazy. Joshua Howard is inactive. Boston Scott or Sony. I don't care if Howard's active. I don't care if Howard's starting and name the starter, and you have Howard, or if Boston Scott's named the starter and every single other Eagle running back is down. Sony Michel's the play, Joshua. He could win leagues this week. He's a great play. You can't be ashamed if he craps the bed, because he blew up last week and he's like the focal point. Akers everyone needs to stop up this Akers talk. Akers isn't even probably going to play. Smitty got Eckler, Chubb, Sony. Would you go Keenan Allen over Sony? You got Higgins and Deontay as your wide receiver 1 and wide receiver 2. Honestly, Deontay and Keenan Allen are arguable. Like I think maybe you argue that point more so than putting Sony on the bench. I feel like Sony's so guaranteed for touches this week, man. I'm going Sony. And then if I'm going to pull out put in Keenan Allen, it's for Deontay. But I'm not saying to. I like Deontay a lot. But both are playing great. Deontay, how's Deontay been in the last couple of weeks? I mean, he's had a great year. He had 51 and a touchdown in week 16. He had 38 and no tutties and 76 and no tutties the 2 weeks prior, but then he did have the 105 and 2, then the 95. Like, he was on a tear, and then the last 2 games he's been, I mean, the 51 and a touchdown last week was good. I'd probably say I keep Deontay in. But that's tough. Chat, let's go to the group. Are we going Keenan Allen or Deontay Johnson? I'm going to tell him ahead of time I like Sony. I'm not taking Sony out. He's a league winner this week. Literally, because everyone's league is going to close down this year. Happy New Year to you, Jeremiah. We going Keenan Allen or Deontay. You got to pick between those two. Drop it. Help Sonny. Where's Sonny's response? Let me find Sonny's response here. Sonny. I don't think Sonny's responded yet. Sonny, tell me what your question or what your response is to the scoring, and I can help you further with that. Joshua with another super chat. Boston Scott, Jarrett Patterson, Rex Burkhead, or Deontay Foreman. I need help. I'm in a championship, and these are the running back standard scoring league. Oh, God. I mean, Foreman's interesting. I suppose if Boston Scott looks and feels like the starter, bro, I'd probably go Boston Scott, to be honest. It feels safe. Burkhead's interesting. He's kind of safe as well, right? Patterson could be okay. These are all very, very close. If Scott feels like he's in a position to get prime workload, Boston Scott probably. Colts D or Green Bay. Give me the Green Bay defense, bro. Colts are a good play. Of course, they're always a good play, but give me that Green Bay defense against that horrible, that beautiful quarterback matchup that they got. Yeah, all day long, bro. Where's Sonny? Sonny, you said to tell you Berrios last 3 weeks. Yeah. What are we looking at? Did you respond with that? Let me look. Oh, here we go. I got it, Sonny. Last 3 weeks, 14 he had 29.5. Week 15 he had 12.4. Week 16 he had 30.5. There's your answer, bro. I mean, return yards they're hard to like contemplate in your head when you're not playing in a lot of. I don't play in a lot of return yard leagues, to be honest. They're easy to figure out though, you know, when you're looking at scoring like this. But I mean, bro, you gotta go Berrios, I think. That's good scoring, bro. Is a weak game from 12.4. That's solid. I think you got to roll with that. The 29 and 30, that's insane. I think I'm going Berrios. But I'm not saying to bench Mitchell. Trying to find a way to play him somehow, some way. That's great, bro. Crunkshine says Smitty PPR pick 2 or 3 with a flex. I got Ronald Jones, Singletary, D Swift, Edmonds, Barkley. Let me rank them for you, and that'll help you. I'm going to go Swift is the number 1, assuming everything continues to go the route that it's supposed to go. Swift number 1, Ronald Jones number 2, Edmonds number 3, Barkley number 4, Singletary number 5. That's how I'd rank that. And I wouldn't be opposed to going Barkley over Edmonds, but I'd rather have Edmonds as that 3 and Barkley as the 4. I don't trust Barkley right now. Nobody should trust Barkley right now. Barkley has been you could probably make a case for Barkley being the biggest bust of the entire season. Number 1, he's played pretty much a majority of the year. He's gotten hurt and missed games, but I mean, even when he's out there, he's busting. It's not like he got hurt and he disappointed. And you're like, you know, a lot of people were calling A.J. Brown one of the biggest busts of the year until he came back last week and blew up, and now no one's mentioning that at all. Like, sometimes injury makes you want to say a player's a bust. Christian McCaffrey bust because he got hurt. Barkley's been on the field a big chunk of the time and he's doing nothing. Barkley's easily one of the top 5 biggest busts of the year. I'm not trusting him at all. My gut says sit Keenan for Deontay and Higgins. Thanks for the input. You bet, Gary. I think you asked me that, one of those questions. Thank you, sir. Happy New Year. Thank you to you, Crunkshine. I appreciate you. Happy New Year to you as well. Appreciate you. Happy New Year to the Doobmeister. Doobie Snacks. Appreciate you, buddy boy. Brain. Edmonds if Connor is out, or Wilson if Mitchell is out. I think Mitchell's playing for sure, so I wouldn't word it like this. I wouldn't prep like this because Mitchell's looking like a full go, or a go but limited potentially. Galladay biggest bust? No way, man. Look, Galladay's a bust, bro, but no one drafted Galladay high expecting anything, you know. Like I hear you, Brain. I hear you. He busted for sure, but no one banked their season on Galladay. Like he doesn't crack the top 10 list. But I hear you. Like he's disappointing. Edmonds if Connor is out. So Edmonds, let's play it this way. Mitchell's playing. So do you go Mitchell or do you go Edmonds with Connor out? I think I still play Mitchell, but Edmonds is very, very, very solid. But if Mitchell's playing, I'm playing him. I mean, I think, you know, unless news looks weird tomorrow, bro. Like Mitchell's playing, but we're going to see how he goes. The last word we got was today where I believe it was Shanahan saying that we're going to give him as much as he can handle. If he can handle 15, 20 carries, he's going to get 15 to 20 carries. It did not feel limiting other than he could limit himself if he goes out there and he needs to be limited. So there's some risk to Mitchell being throttled down a little bit. But I feel like Mitchell's the safer play. Edmonds with no Connor is probably... Actually, let me reword that. Edmonds with no Connor safer than Mitchell. But Mitchell has the ability to get you more points probably, so... he's maybe the better move to make unless you only need safety. Sorry, I didn't mean to reword that. Aaron Jones, Kamara. Give me Kamara, but it's arguable for sure. Happy New Year to UV. Galladay last year was a bust. Galladay was a bust for sure, but he wasn't one of the biggest busts. He just didn't have enough draft capital to claim that title. Mooney or KJ Osborne? Give me KJ. Give me KJ Osborne. Larry. Biggest bust is obviously Allen Robinson. Dude was drafted in the 3rd round. That's true. Larry's got a point. A-Rob's got to be in the top 10 bust. I don't know if I'll put him 1, but I'll put him in the top 10 for sure. Number 1, 2, and 3, like those are guys that are drafted in like round 1 to me because they've really killed you. Like you lost CMC. CMC is easily the biggest bust of the year to me. You know, anybody in the 1st round kind of grabs that title to me. Renfro or St. Brown, Happy New Year to you as well. I mean, you can't go wrong, Maddie. These are very, very close. This is like asking me, do I like a $100 bill or do I like 250s? You know, I guess Renfro's a tad bit safer. But is he? I don't know if I'm just forcing an answer there to try and answer it. You know, it's 50-50, bro. Like, you can't really go wrong. Renfro's been pretty steady. St. Brown's been coming on, but they've been scoring like beasts, both of them. Aaron Rodgers or Huntley? Give me Aaron Rodgers. It's tempting, Matt, but don't do it. I like Huntley too, but you can't sit Aaron Rodgers, who's a consensus across the fantasy industry, probably top 3 or 4 play at quarterback this week. Don't play around with that, even though it's tempting. You want to use this toy that you got on your bench called Tyler Huntley, and you're like, I want to utilize it. What do I do? I can't let it sit there on my bench, but it's A-Rod that you're putting on the bench, bro. You can't do that. St. Brown or Zeke, PPR, please someone help me. I'll help you. I'll help you, bro. Give me St. Brown. Just safer. The bust trio is CMC, Ridley, Waller, because a lot of people went high. Yeah, you could have definitely argued they're all around that range. CMC biggest bust, absolutely. Running back 1. Running back 1. Running back 1. CMC. Smitty. Where's my hey Smitty? CMC. Smitty.
But Smitty.
Running back 1, Smitty. Smitty. Running back 1. People are getting burrowed left and right, and people are going to remember it. Oh, it's almost New Year. 101 of you in here. I hate to end the live. I'm just gonna keep going a little longer because when I've got 100 of you in here, it breaks my heart to leave you high and dry and walk out on you. So I'm staying here for a little bit longer. Pittman, Patterson, or I believe that says Swift. It says, am I reading this right? Sometimes my brain, man, I'm fried at reading all these questions. Pittman, Patterson. Oh, I thought that says WTF, Washington football team. Okay, Patterson. Thank you for clarifying because I would have thought Cordero. Pick one. Give me Edmonds, bro. Give me Edmonds. If Connor sits, I think Connor's gonna sit, and if Connor doesn't sit, I mean Edmonds is still pretty safe in that lot. Oh yeah, CMC coming back. Sorry, yeah, he's gone on IR now. Oh yeah, CMC coming back. Sorry, I must be missing this joke, Matt. I apologize. I think we're making fun of the CMC running back one. Come on. Mike Williams or KJ Osborne is painfully as it is to say these words because I love Mike Williams. I love Big Mike. I don't know why I love Big Mike. KJ Osborne is feeling safer. Matt says first time. What's your first time, Matty boy? What is your first time? Happy New Year's to you too, Scott. Appreciate you, big man. Any worry with Jefferson with no Cousins? Absolutely, Mitchell. I mean, who's not going to worry about that? Big downgrade, big kick to the nads, bro. Like, but can you sit him? You can't. You can't sit Jefferson. He can still do it. But am I scared that he's going to have 40 yards? Yeah. I mean, but you can't sit him. You just can't. Thoughts on JJ without Cousins? Yep. I'm worried. I'm worried. 40 yards, 50 yards, I'm scared that's what we're going to get, but you cannot sit him. Thank you, Rockout. Rockout, I appreciate you. Can we all give Rockout a round of applause for everything Rockout's been doing? He's been rocking out all season. And he's always dropping super chats. He's always positive. He's dropping bars on the live stream. Rockout, can we get a Happy New Year little number dropped on my IG voice messages, pal? I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna refresh and I want to play it for you. I want to play it for everybody. I want to give everybody a little bit of spit and bar action from the guy Rockout, who's been rocking out with us for how long? Rockout, what was your first show? Was it last year or the year before? Have you been here from day one? I feel like you've been here from day one. Smitty, why high on Osborne? That bum QB. He'll throw 60 yards and 4 INTs. I don't know, Larry. I'm not super high on Osborne. I like Osborne, but I'm not like super high on him. Like I'm not benching anybody. Like I don't know. I'm not benching But when it comes to like Osborne and Mike, you know what? Forget it. I'm switching to Mike Williams. You're hyping me up. I'm not leaving Mike Williams high and dry. I've been on the Mike Williams train for too long to jump off in the final week. We're going Mike Williams over Osborne. It's not just because Larry poked me. I wanted to do it. I wanted to say it. I have the courage now to do it. I admit I was a weak man. Moments ago, I was a weak man. I rescind all of my KJ Osborne for Mike Williams or anyone equivalent, because you know what? It is true. We need as much as we like KJ Osborne, as much as he is the number 2 there, we got to give the benefit of the doubt to Mike Williams, who could bust on you. He could bust on you. I understand. But he's Mike Williams. He's big play Mike. He's big man Mike. He could pull in a touchdown or two. I'm rescinding. I immediately rescind. We're going Mike Williams. We're dropping it hot. We're coming in heavy and hot on the Mike Williams train. It's week 17. Why not? Why back this man all the way up to week 16 and jump ship? It's Mike Williams time. Is that good, Larry? Thank you, Larry. I needed a little poke. I did need a little poke. I'm going to be honest. Sometimes I'm not perfect. Sometimes I'm not always on my game every moment of the show. I needed a little poke. The bear was poked. You provoked me. There's my true inner Smitty coming out and just blasting out the Mike Williams love. Mike Williams, final answer. Ink it. Screenshot it. Screen grab it. Mike Williams, let's go. Larry, you know what? Every once in a while, the bear needs to be poked, bro. You're right. You're right. I needed to put my cojones on the table on that one. What am I going safe for? Mike Williams, baby. Big play Mike. If Mike can do it, I can do it. We're doing it. We're doing it live. Mike Williams. Put him in your lineup. If I answered a question out there negatively toward Mike Williams, re-ask it, or my answer might turn Mike Williams immediately right now if you can't ask me the question. Although I do answer every question for the next 12 to 24 hours on my channel. I still got to do that for my last video, by the way. I'm still got a lot of questions I got to get to. But if there's like 100 of you in here right now, once we're done with the live stream right now, I'm going to end it here in about 1 minute. Ask me a question. There should be 100 questions in my comment section of this video once I hit finish, and I will get to you. If I missed your question, I will get to you. If you said, Smitty, you skipped me, I didn't get a question answered, I'm committing to you that I'm probably 90%, 99%, 95%, 98% gonna get to your question if you ask it within 12 to 24 hours of this show conclusion. Okay? That's my 98% vow to you. Last question for you. Thank you, Joshua. If AB and Evans are both inactive, do you fade Brady for Huntley or do you pick up Perriman? I probably do play Huntley over Brady in that scenario. That's a great question. Williams or Edmonds for flex. Williams who? Mike Williams? I'm going Mike Williams. Mike Williams. Joel, we're doing the Mike Williams thing. Poke the Smitty bear. Sometimes I need it, bro. Sometimes I need it. Get Mike Williams in your lineups. What? How dare I? How dare I back this man all year? I'm going to jump ship to less. No, I'm not. Not on my watch. Not on your watch. Not on Joel's watch. Not on Larry's watch. We are a Mike Williams family. We're going to stick together to the end. Appreciate you, Hal. I just started calling you Hal because I'm so bad with some names. Happy New Year to you, Hal. Hal or Hale? How do you want me to say your name? Because I'm probably gonna say it wrong. Hale or Hal? Let me know. Waddle or Sony? Give me Sony, but I love both starts. Do I start Swift in a standard league? Scott, it clearly depends. Scott, I need to know what we're talking about here, because my answer in general is yes. But what if you've got, I don't know, Kamara or somebody else there? Which Kamara's debatable, I guess. But yeah, I probably go Swift, bro. One more lap until 2022. Let's all take one lap together. I appreciate you all being here. 100 of you in the room. Please punch the thumbs up. Please ask a question when it's over. Please subscribe if you're new. But I can't emphasize enough how important it is you hit that thumbs up on this video so that YouTube knows to push it out to more people. Hey, this video is liked by hundreds. We need to get this to more people. Subscribe if you're new. Leave a comment at the end. As always, the best comment will be left on screen as we exit out. And I'm going to make you all take a lap right now. Let's take a lap together. Appreciate every one of you. First of all, we're gonna get baked in.
Go ahead.
Getting land. Baked in, boys.
Take a look.
Appreciate you all. Peace out. Happy New Year. See you tomorrow night at midnight. Or tonight at midnight, I guess. Peace out. Herbert or Burrow, give me tie. Coin flip. Call me Pal Pal. Pal Pal. I'm going to try and remember that. Pal Pal. Scott, I'm going to rank those running backs as Damian Harris as long as he's starting, Swift, and then Dare because I don't think Madison's going to get any runs. So Harris and Swift in that order, if that helps you, pal. Appreciate you. Hold on. We got the rap from we got the rap song. Hold on. My fault. Look at me.
Get Burrow, get Burrow, 2022. Great content coming 2022. Smitty, we going live 2022. Do you hear me go 2022?
I love it. Rock out. We gotta put that on a track and play. Let's hear that one more time. That's fantastic. I'm gonna play that on the way out.
Get Burrow, get Burrow, 2022. Great content coming 2022. Smitty, we going live 2022. Do you hear me go 2022?
Yeah, buddy. See you all tomorrow.